Society has good intentions. Bureaucracy is like a friend. 5 years ago, other furies, other losses. America's trying to control the uncontrollable forest fires. Vice. The essential smile in the essential sleep of the children of the essential mind. I'm all through playing the American. Now I'm going to live a good, quiet life. The world should be built for footwalkers. Oily rivers of spiny Nevada. I am Jake Cake, rake, right like Blake. The horse is not pleased, sight of his gorgeous finery. In the dust its silken nostrils did disgust. Cats aren't kind, kitties ain't sweet. April in Nevada, investigating dismal Cheyenne where the war parties, in fields of straw, aimed over oxen at Indian chiefs, in wild headdress pouring through the gap in Wyoming plain, to make the settlers eat more dust than dust was eaten in the states from east at seacoast where wagons made up to dreadful plains of Klezervup. Sultry settlers, anxious to masturbate the Mongol Sea. I'm too tired in Cheyenne. No sleep in 4 nights now, and 2 to go. So many times since I've seen the poet of Greenwich Village cutting to work in the grey dawn, with a lunch pail and bleak haircut, eyes to the Hudson, nostril to the street, to winter, work, beneficence, meals, fare of folly. So many times since I've seen the poet who wrote rhythms and rhymes, to be mad in Minnetta's and Minetta Lane, go hurrying to work, sex-hung, sexed, psychoanalyzed, to work in the unpoetic dawn. Mornings after I got drunk with Lucian and Allen and allied angels in the vast Manhattan, fish, oh America, songs, poems, altos, tenors, blow, poet is dead. Ear so sober Emily, did New England so with brooms of activity, eyed the tree rock spoken to, but it only said to me, "This sleet's crack you hear cracking my hide is the voice of olden poets. Not far from rocks of here did their olden eyes on nature bestow blue." I said, "Ah, oh, how so sad." I said, "And graves?" And I said, "Darling, supposing it should to nature suddenly occur to make unending poets unendingly blow." Nature said, "Mean? I don't know what you mean." "Ah, nature, ah, rock," I cried, "nobody's bone has so suffused been. No burden of boredom greater, no love colder, no love lifeless, no grave nearer, always, than ye bard." Got up and dressed up and went out and got laid, then died and got buried in a coffin in the grave. Man, yet everything is perfect, because it is empty, because it is perfect with emptiness, because it's not even happening. Everything is ignorant of its own emptiness. Anger doesn't like to be reminded of fits. You start with the teaching, inscrutable of the diamond, and end with it. Your goal is your starting place. No race was run, no walk of prophetic toenails across Arabies of hot meaning. You just numbly don't get there. I keep falling in love with my mother. I don't want to hurt her, of all people to hurt. Every time I see her she's grown older, but her uniform always amazes me, for its Dutch simplicity and the doll she is, the doll-like way she stands, bow-legged in my dreams, waiting to serve me. And I am only an Apache, smoking hashy in old Kabashi by the lamp. Glenn Miller and I were heroes when it was discovered that I was the most beautiful boy of my generation. They told Glenn Miller, whereby he got inspired and wrote the saxophone, wrote the reed sections, like Sauter Gain and Finn, and then they all did dance and kissed me, mooning stars, and I became the yokum of the wall gang, flowers, and believed in truth and loved the snowy earth, and had no truck and no responsibility, a bhikkhu in my heart, waiting for philosophy's dreadful murderer, Buddha. The essence of existence is Buddhahood. As a Buddha, you know that all the sounds that wave from a tree, and the sights from a sea of fairies, in isles of blessed, and all the tastes in nectar soup, and all the odors in rose arbor, ah rose, July rose, be dead rose, and all the feelings in the titwillow's chuckling throat, and all the thoughts in the raggedy mop of the brain, one dinner. The stars in the sky, in vain. The tragedy of Hamlet, in vain. The key in the lock, in vain. The sleeping mother, in vain. The lamp in the corner, in vain. The lamp in the corner unlit, in vain. Abraham Lincoln, in vain. The Aztec Empire, in vain. The writing hand, in vain. The shoe trees in the shoes, in vain. The window shade string upon the hand Bible, in vain. The glitter of the green glass ashtray, in vain. The bear in the woods, in vain. The life of Buddha, in vain. The taste of rain. Why, Neal? One flower on the cliffside, nodding at the canyon.